Hey there, it's Antman here. Just a quick intro to this video. I didn't have time to put on the MLG ident or my little funny video clips I like throwing in this week. As I allude to later in the video, I've had pretty bad hardware issues this week, and you may also notice the audio quality of the commentary isn't quite up there. It's just it was a bit of a rush to get things going for StarCraft Sunday. Anyhow, things are in the pipeline. They should be all worked out for next week. So enjoy the game. Bye. Alright, my lovers, it's Antman here again. No shitty webcam this week. It's been a bit of a tough one with my hard drive going down and whatnot, but never mind, you have the sultry tones of my voice to keep you company. So, okie dokes, 2v2 on Metalopolis. We have, again, Team East v Team West. We have Tilt with Mr. Danger Mouse, otherwise known as Shatner's Bassoon. And in Team East we have Kaelanor, Zerg, and Dougie Darko. I will try to inform you of what Kaelanor was doing, but I'm no Zerg master, as it has been said in the past. So 3 Terran, 1 Zerg, going down on classic Metalopolis. I think, if I've got to put any money down, I'd say Tilt is the man to watch. For some reason he can create an ungodly amount of Marines. I don't know how he does it. I'll be quite interested to see how he does it right now. But for some reason he can just knock them out. I think it was last week's cast, even though his ally, I think it was Crystal Skull, got knocked out via a rush quite early, he still managed to turn it over and defeat 2 opponents simultaneously. So this should be quite a good one. Okay, looks fairly standard wall-offs at the moment from the Terrans. What's that SCV doing? I was waiting for enough minerals. There we go, but it should be building an SCV there, Mr. Shatners. Okay, dokes. More standard stuff from Dougie Darko. Let's see, supply count 14. Although these drones aren't actually doing anything at the moment. He didn't set his rally point to the minerals, so he's losing money every second there. So at the moment he should now be expecting, he'll probably go for a pool at around 15 or 16. Has he gone AFK? There's not a lot of, there's nothing being produced. There's not a lot of action at the moment coming from Kaelanor. Don't know if he's gone AFK. Although he has sent his overlord over there just for scouting. So okay, we got 2 racks open, no gas for Tilt. Fairly standard, nothing fancy as yet. And a bit of a strange opener there from Shatner's. 2 supply depot, then first barracks. On the plus side, he's got a few more minerals in the bank for that. However, his supply count is still fairly low, so it's a bit of a non-probe producing game here. Hidden barracks from Dougie Darko, keeping it out the back in case a scout gets in. They may be fooled into thinking he's doing possibly a 1-1-1 build. So 1 barracks, 1 factory, 1 starport, whereas he may be going more marine heavy. Let's see if we've got anything going on. Ah, here we go. See, it's my noobiness showing through. Kaelanor was going for a fast expand. But still, those drones should have been doing something before now. Never mind. Third racks, another supply depot, and now he's going for his gas. At around the... I was about to refer to my clock, but it's not turned on because I've just had to reinstall StarCraft 2 today, and it's been all good. Here we go, this is really interesting for you all watching at home. There's me trying to find out where the bloody clock display is. Oh god damn it. It's in here somewhere. I don't think I can change the interface once the game has started. So I suppose... Nope. I can't do it. Never mind, back to the game. There we go, 4th racks and 1 tech lab coming on 1. He's only just getting into his gas now. So he's just building off naked racks at the moment. Coming down off here, you'll see a different strategy here, with Shatner's going for immediately 2 reactors on those racks, so he can knock out the same as 4 barracks. However, the only disadvantage is the increased construction time. Those reactors do take about 50 seconds, I think, to build. So it does sort of, I think you've got to build more than sort of 3 parties, 3 sort of double sets of Marines before they pay for themselves. So unless you're building constantly, doubles, which he isn't at the moment, he hasn't got the minerals, they don't really pay for themselves in the early game. Okie dokes, with Dougie Darko at the minute, he's still hiding a few things around the back there. But yeah, Reactor Tech Lab. At the moment, research-wise, he's going for the Stim and the concussive shells for the Marauders. Okie dokes, let's act bewildered and see what I can see about Kainalol. Yep, there's some Zergy shit going on there. More Zerg stuff here. See, I don't know why I'm not hired by any one of the top commentary teams. Ah, here we go. Okay, his first Baneling nest is coming down. He's nearly supply blocked at the moment, waiting for an Overlord to pop out. So yes, it's probably quite a sensible move as he's facing 3 Terran opponents. He knows that there's very likely going to be a wall-off in either 2 of his opponent's bases. So by getting a huge amount of Banelings and just rolling them up the ramp, he can pretty much devastate the first couple of supply depots and possibly take down 1 barracks with about 6 or 7 Banelings. That's quite a good strategy if it's not scouted first. Normally, what say Shatner should be thinking is get him just 1 or 2 Marines and just pop them down here at his ramp. It wouldn't do any harm, but it may sort of like give him an early warning for the Banelings so he can get forward his Marines quickly, possibly stim them, and he can take out most of their destructive power before they even make it. Okay, so Kanan will cover in his tail by positioning a couple of Overlords there, which may give him early warning from an air attack from Tilt. But I don't think it's coming at the moment. It's because Tilt does like his Marines. Not a lot of vehicle play until about the 20-minute mark normally. Ah, here we go. Speaking of those Marines, it looks like he's about to walk them in to the expansion. What has Kainalol got to stop it? A handful of Zergs and a Queen. If they decide to run in, they're just going to sit there for a minute. But if they ran in then, I don't think he could hold it. He is building more Zergs at the minute as well. He might be out if he gets a good surround. Ah, here we go. Now he's going to mutate into Banelings. And here we go. We have Dougie Darko with a gang of Marines with no upgrades but Stim. Siege tank, no siege tech researched at the moment. So here we go. Can he get the surround? There we go, the Banelings rolling. You see what I mean? They even took down the statue of Mensk. What did he ever do? So there we go, Banelings seem to be quite a good tech choice to start with. He's now going to evolve those Zergling into Banelings. Where normally, what happens is they would choose a safe point around here before their target, evolve them then because Zerglings have got like twice the moving speed of the Zergling, and then run them in nice and quick. Tech-wise, what is Tilt going for? There we go, 1 factory now is going for a couple of starports. Not sure whether he'll be going... He'd probably go for Banshees because he knows he's got a Zerg opposite him. Here we go. So see, the advantage of putting them here is they're safe and they've got a shorter running distance. These Banelings, if he ran them through then, he may have got half of them. Here we go, picked off, but no, it looks like the timing might be with him if he rolls them in now, if he's looking at them. He would have seen that. No, he decides not to run in, hold them back. So now a 3rd expansion coming down, or rather a 2nd expansion coming down, and a big mass move out. Looks like he's teching all tier 1 units. He's going all for a lot of Zerglings, probably going to tech them up to sort of morph them into Banelings. Sneaky bugger, he's hiding behind that statue. So then hoping when Tilt finally expands to here, normally they will put bunkers, a couple here and then possibly 1 round there and a couple of siege tanks. But if he doesn't scout behind the statue first, then these Banelings, once the command centre is finished, he can just roll them in the back and decimate SCV numbers. Looks like we've got Marine drop coming in. What is there to stop it in the main base of Kainalol? He's got an Overlord, which we'll see this if he's looking at his map closely. Possibly not, but he hasn't got a huge amount inside his base to stop it. So now here we go. Now he will be aware of this. He can see this, however, he hasn't got a lot to stop it at the moment. He's got a Queen. So here you can see on the minimap a very fast Zergling influx. If he doesn't get a quick pickup, he's got a few pickups there. Let's say 5 Marines saved, which isn't too bad, considering the economic damage he did was fairly major. It was pretty much worth it, that drop. Okay, but, however, he's been droning hard on this third, and second base has got enough to keep him in the money. You can see he's got 1,700 at the moment, so he's not too bad off, really. Okay, those banelings still hiding around the back, just waiting for the expand to come in. Here we go, he's tilted just now upgrading that second command center to an orbital command, and then he's going to land it down there, I imagine. But the clever scout coming down with that vision, if we go to it, he can see a lot of the Zerglings. He can't see the banelings necessarily, they're hidden around the back of that statue, but he must be suspecting something. Okie dokes, back to Mr. Dougie Darko. With all the action going on up north, he's slowly, he's silently expanded up here to the gold. Quite a bold move. If it's found, it will get taken out fairly quickly, one would think. But then also quietly, here we go, Danger Mouse is just trying to flush him out from the south. But meanwhile, we've got a load of Zerglings taking fire and hopefully allowing those banelings to roll in. But they're currently being blocked till we get a fair bit of damage, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. I think that did, yeah, a good 30-40 supply damage, and considering the Bane is only half a supply and he's not bad off for money, yeah, that pretty much paid for itself. But I imagine now he's got sufficient drones, he's got the money, so I imagine, there we go, yep, he's just going to re-establish his army again. But also in Team Southwest, my lovers, we've got Danger Mouse, who's very quietly expanded and got himself a well-fortified siege line. No tech upgrades at the moment, but he's got 2 full bunkers and half a dozen siege tanks. A lot of siege tanks. But, in comes a drop from Dougie Darko in this back door, very quickly taking down that command centre. He's got his planetary fortress down there, which is saving grace. But now, unless these Marines are stimmed, which he hasn't got, oh dear, these Marines are going to find themselves in quite a hard position. There we go, that's sieged up tank, that's doing massive damage. If I was being a bit nitpicky, I'd suggest getting those Marines and running them right up close to the tank. The siege tank cannot shoot right next to itself. Here we go, that medivac will go down. Another couple of tanks to try and take out the siege tank. Should just about take care of them. Just about. But you can see the 1-1 Marauder nearly taking down 2 0-0 tanks. So researching your upgrades is very important. Engineering Bay going down there. If I was Danger Mouse, if I was Shatner, sorry, I'd be tempted to expand to here as well. He's thinking about it, he's got the money, the SCV sat there. What have we got here? More banelings coming out. Not a huge amount on the army front. Kanal's just using this quiet time to drone up and re-establish his economy. Oh dear, but until those bloody Marines again, moving in fast, this layer could go down if he isn't quick to react. Some sort of baneling. Has he got enough banelings close by that can roll in? It's not going to happen. These Marines will likely go down. No, they're picked up. Oh dear. But still, he's got these 3 drones. He can send them down here. Okey-doke, so in the numbers game, Dougie Darko is doing fine with 116, the 104 for Danger Mouse, but no upgrades still. Nothing researching by the looks of it. Nope. It's going to cost him in the end. Yep, the 1-1 upgrades from Tilt with his 86. He took a bit of a pounding in that last attack. But he's trying to supplement his economy with all those drones there. Sorry, not drones, I'm talking shit. Mules. Oh, have we got another drop coming in? Yes, siege tanks, Marines, Marauders coming in. If he gets his tanks sieged up nice and quick, siege them up. You got to siege them up? No, he should be okay. So now the reaction. Is there a reaction? There we go. They're going to now roll in, but the damage is going to be pretty immense. Darko has those tanks sieged up, and unless he has stim, which he doesn't, most of these Marines are going to get wiped before they even get close. And there we go. He's probably right to keep those tanks unsieged at the moment, but his force is going to get cleaned up here, and it's not looking good. He's got his expansion down here with the planetary fortress. That will keep him a wee bit of money, but all of his production facilities are pretty much going to get wiped. We've got a huge, massive drop coming in to help out, but will he be charitable? Will he help out his friend, or will he go and drop it in the opponent's base? There we go. He's going to help him out. Meanwhile, in Darko's base, we have Shatner's moving in with a small force to try and some retaliation. However, with a huge amount of marauders there, these tanks aren't going to last long. But Tilt's charitable act has helped him clean up resistance in his base. He's going to be fine there. Oh dear, Borrowed Roach is coming in for Kano. He's going to try and eat away this command center, this planetary fortress. If he can do that, he's in a bit of trouble, but so many SCVs around that platform, nothing's going to happen. It's a bit of economic damage, I would say. There we go. He does have Burrow, so if he's wise here, he could, with no detection going on in the base, he could Burrow, regain health, and then just bring him straight back up again. Here we go, huge amounts of economic damage coming in now, unless he gets it at hand quickly. I think the Shout is out of this game. Will it go down? No, it's not going to go down. He's targeting SCVs. But it's probably the wise move. Because all the time this planetary fortress is repairing, it's costing money. And you can see now, Shatner's money count is down to 64. But he's got enough SCVs. He's got about 2 dozen SCVs, so he can rebuild that fairly quickly. But still, damage has been done. Production-wise, he hasn't got a huge amount left. Oh, Tilt on a big move. Mass Marine, 1-1 upgrade. With Medivacs and a couple of Vikings to support. It's going to be met by not a huge amount. Oh, he's taken a right turn and he's going into the old expansion of Darko. His token siege tanks there will be able to do a wee bit of damage, but not a huge amount. The Medivacs getting pummeled by those air turrets. But this is going to get wiped pretty quickly. I think if he's lucky, he may be able to keep this expansion unless Tilt stims. Is he going to do it? Yeah, that's gone. I do. And knowing his style, I think he's just going to keep those Marines and carry on walking straight into the base. There we go, forward scan. Seeing what is going to meet him. Okay, we've got a base trade situation with a load of roaches going up to try and attack his front. Pretty much enough Marines to hold that just about. Jump back and forth. If he burrows well, if he burrows them now, burrows, he might hold these. It's far too late. Back in the main base, those Marines doing their thing. I'm about to walk right up the front door and see not a lot going up in the main base. Production facility wise, Mr. Kanewell hasn't got a huge amount going on. So again, the Marine play very costly for Kanewell. A couple of token Banans there, but this space is dead as this go. Okay, leaving him with a couple of Overlords straggling around the side and about 20 supply also in drones down here. So he's down, but not quite out unless Tilt does a quick scout around to see what else we've got. Darko looks like he's having a few lag issues here. But if we look down... strange. Is it my internet? No, I don't think it is. My internet is being a bit ballsed up today, so I'm not sure if it's me or not. Oh dear, this would be bad, because he was the only one left on that team, pretty much. It looks like they may have called an end to this one. Should we call it a draw? I don't know. I think Shatners and Kaelinor were pretty much taken out of this. I don't know, he had some production facilities left, both of them did. Oh, there we go, he's left the game, which is a damn shame, because a drop just came in. Take care of, and there we go. A bit of a shame, enter the game. But I think, I don't know. Could have gone either way. But I think there with the army value, Tilt was suffering a wee bit there. But I couldn't call it really. We could have had the comeback as well from Kaelinor. He was still in it just about. But yes, never mind. There will be more games as always next week. See you again. Bye.